Everybody, so I read a powerful article about something that happened in the Summer Olympics in 2004. It was really powerful, and I was scouring through the internet on YouTube trying to find a video that really captured that story, but I couldn't find anything. So I said, what the heck, I'll shoot the video. It was in the summer of 2004 at the Olympics that happened in Athens, Greece. And there was an American shooter by the name Matt Emmons. He was really good. He had won gold medals before, and at this time, he was competing for another gold, and he was in the lead. He had 3 points ahead of everybody, and there were about 8 people competing with him in this rifle shooting. And so Matt had won all the previous rounds, and he was just on the verge of taking another gold, on the verge of another victory, and he's about to take the gold. And at that point, Matt takes his position and gets ready to fire. He fires his rifle, and he hits the bullseye. He hit the bullseye right in the middle, right in the center. According to the judges, I mean, he couldn't have done it any better. But then after the shot was fired, he realized on the scoreboard there was a 0. And everybody in the crowd, some people were cheering and some people were sighing. He didn't know what was going on. And the judges said that while Matt had scored the perfect bullseye, but he was getting 0 because he had cross-fired. He had hit someone else's target. Instead of hitting his own target, it went to someone else. So that gave him a 0. And from being in the first place, he dropped to the 8th place, the last. I mean, out of contention for any medal. While he was being interviewed, they asked him what happened. And Matt said, I was so focused on taking the perfect shot and calming myself that I forgot or I ignored to look at the target number first. And I thought about ourselves as a church so many times. It may feel like we're hitting the bullseye, where we have built this church culture where the experience is more of a spectating experience. People show up, get entertained, and go home and do it all over again. But yet when we look back to Bible scriptures, we look back to the Word of God, we find that church wasn't really an spectating experience, but more of a participating experience. While the metrics may be good and maybe we, as a church in general, we're hitting the bullseye, but what if we're off target? So that's why we want to go back to the scriptures and say, let's make sure that we are not just going for the bullseye, but we're going for the target. We're doing exactly what Jesus has called us to do, what he has required us to do, and that is one another. One another. Like we've said, you cannot help it but see how the Bible calls us, mandates us to think of one another and serve one another and encourage one another and build one another, edify one another, be involved with one another.